Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Marissa Explains It All. Today I am showing you guys how I did my pantry makeover. So I just moved into a new house not that long ago and I really wanted to set up my pantry similar to how they do on the home edit with all the beautifully labeled canisters and everything just in their own little organized spot. So I went ahead and did that. If you're interested in seeing what I did and how you might set up your pantry, stay tuned and I'll be right back. So of course mine may not look quite as good as the professionals, but I did go for something that was functional for me and that's something that looks a lot better than when I started. And the home edits uses a lot of things from the Container Store, which can be a little pricey. So I went for things that were from Walmart or Amazon. I did mine a little bit cheaper. I'll put the total price on the screen so you can see how much I ended up doing my pantry for. And I have another video if you're interested in finding out some dupes for the home edit supplies. You can check out that video up here above and see what you might be able to get a little bit more cost effective. So let's take a look at what the pantry looked like before and then what I purchased, how I filled everything up, and then how I ended up laying it out, and maybe you'll get some ideas for your pantry. So let's take a look at this pantry as it was before. As you can see, it's very sad and in need of some TLC. So the first thing I did was take a look at everything I had and kind of throw out things that I didn't need, like extra packets of crackers that I'll never use. And then I made a master list of everything I had left that I needed to store in containers or baskets. And so I made a list of what I needed and what size. And then I went shopping. I started at Walmart picking up this 4-piece Better Homes and Gardens container set for $29.98, and the measurements are listed at the bottom if you want to freeze the screen, but it comes with one 4.6 liter, one 3.8 liter, one 2.4 liter, and 1.5 liter container. So I also knew from my list that I was going to need a couple extra containers, so I picked up these 2 large 4.6 liter containers for $11.48 each to hold my large flour and sugar bags, and then one small one. It's a 1.5 liters, and this was $6.38. These have a Loctite top, so it keeps the food vacuum sealed, which should keep it fresher longer, which I really appreciated. They're not cheap like some of the ones I saw on Amazon where the lid just sits in top. It actually seals the food in and vacuum packs it, which I liked. So this is what the set looks like all out, and I've got my 2 small, 2 medium, and 3 large containers ready to fill, and that is the fun part. So I started filling out some of my dry goods, like this 10-pound bag of flour. It wasn't actually able to hold the entire 10 pounds. It actually held maybe about half the bag, just for reference. But somehow the same size container did hold the entire 10-pound bag of sugar. So I'm sure there's a science reason to why they held different amounts. But the medium-sized container did hold about maybe 2 bags of rolled oats. I used the Bob's Red Mill oats, and I had added more off screen. And so it held 2 of those. And the smaller containers did hold a 32-ounce bag of powdered sugar and a 32-ounce bag of brown sugar as well. And I used the slightly larger medium container to hold about 5 pounds of rice total. I added more off screen again here. Next, I created labels using my Silhouette Cameo using the font called Gelati, downloaded from defont.com. If you don't have that machine, you can certainly buy pantry labels from Amazon. It just makes everything look so pretty when it's all labeled. I just love how it turned out. I just used a simple white, and this is what it is looking like so far. And I also picked up the Better Homes and Gardens basket from Walmart for $16.76 to hold my larger snacks and bag of chips. I really liked the hyacinth basket look with the added touch of the gray rope. For the smaller snacks, I picked up this clear divided container. I got 4 of these for $22.94 on Amazon, making them about $5.75 a piece. And I just used those for smaller snacks like nuts, granola bars, protein bars, and even some dinner items like soup, like packets and broth. I was able to kind of organize those better. Lastly, I picked up these mini acrylic Apothecary jars from Amazon. They came for $11 to hold smaller loose snacks. The lid is not airtight, so I wouldn't keep things that need to be kept sealed, but they were good for things like nuts, chocolate chips, and chia seeds that I go through fairly quickly. And now comes the fun part, which is arranging everything exactly how you like it. And here is my final result. I kept the bottom for waters and overstock items and like larger things like paper towels, but I have all my dry goods on this shelf lined up so I could reach them. And I did actually end up purchasing a clear Lazy Susan to hold the oils and vinegars, but it didn't come in time for the video, so that'll be in that little left corner there when it comes in. But this shelf has all my snack items ready to grab in front and my dinner items in the back. And I did end up keeping my sauces in a little wood bowl and then just the cans on the can rack. So that was everything. And of course, comparing the before picture to the after picture, you can see that it is a definite improvement and it looks so much better. I love how it turned out. So that is everything. I love how it turned out. Again, not maybe as good as the professionals on TV, and they're not like rainbow color coordinated, but they fit what I use for my lifestyle. And I'm excited to go into my pantry now and know exactly where to go for everything. So let me know if you have questions, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you next time for the next video.